Hi, guys. How are you doing? I'm back here again, and I want to share some other things with you, and so we can have a little talk. And hopefully, in the future, I'm going to add some different things to this because I want to get the conversation going. For those who don't know, and I probably need to start linking it why I'm up here, but I'm coming back up here too, and I'm going to try to look in the camera because last time I was looking this way and I should have been looking up. But anyway, I'm going to try to look in the camera. Last time when I was up here, I was talking about the reason why I started this video, and it's called Live Each Day. And living each day is just what it says. Living each day, we're not thinking about so much tomorrow. Not that tomorrow doesn't matter, but we're capturing today. And those are for people who may be depressed or going through or feel like they can't make it. And once again, this is due to the reason why I'm doing this video is because of my daughter when she committed suicide. And how do you get up, right? How do you mourn properly? There are places that you can go and that you should go to, and but you need to be surrounded by a body of people who loves you because you know how it is once the funeral is over, the visit stops, it ceases, the phone calls, you don't get them as much anymore. They're kind of scarce, and then it comes to a complete stop where hardly no one calls you anymore, maybe every once in a blue. And so, but you have to move on, right? You have to continue to go on, like I said before. But I don't want to be redundant in what I'm saying from the last video. But this video is going to be talking about doing, right? It's going to be talking about living and not just existing. So this video is going to be talking about just living, not existing. Existing is when you know you've been created and you're here, by no fault of your own. You just was here, and now you've been born and you're in this world. You've been in this world and you're just existing, meaning that you are here as your presence, but living is when you are driven purpose, is when you're fulfilling the purpose God has for you, that plan God has for you. You're here and it's not by accident. God has a purpose for your life, and He wants to get something out of your life. He wants to do something with you, and you are good enough to do it. You are strong enough to do it. And so I just want to inspire those who feel like, man, I'm just here every day. I go from job to job. I'm having all these problems, or it can be any tragic thing that happened in your life, whether it could have been sickness, or it could be death, or it could be depression, or it could be your job, loss of a job, or it could be your weight. Sometimes we deal with that with our weight if we're heavy, right? And we feel like, man, I need to lose weight, but it don't seem like it's getting off. Or it can be, I want to gain weight, but I can't get any. And so you're just dealing with something. So this video is to help you to um, live, right? Live. And once again, I'm not a doctor or a therapist or anything like that. Um, but I was a registered behavior technician at one time. And so I just want to come on and tell you, okay, because we need to now um, make some progress. What are we going to do today? And this is how you can live, right? You find out first, what is your purpose? And a lot of times people don't know their purpose. They haven't been asked that question, and they may not even know. Some may know and may not be doing it. But I believe, this is my own opinion, is that when you find out your purpose in life and why you're here, then you feel more complete every day. And this is what I want to share with you, and you guys can do it too. Every day, go out and get a book, and even if you don't have the money to get a book, get some paper around the house or something, and start writing down 3 things that you are, grateful for. 5 things you're grateful for, happy about. Just write those things down. Things that you are happy and you're grateful for, right? And then once you write that down, that's going to give you the joy, because the Bible said the joy of the Lord is my strength. And the reason why sometimes we don't have strength is because we don't have joy. And the reason why we may not have joy is because of our circumstance, right? Because no one is coming to your aid, and you don't feel like no one is coming to your aid, and you feel like you're all alone, you're by yourself, but you're not. You're not. Um, so I want to encourage you to just write that out first, because I think the first step is to see all the things that are good that are around you. There may be a plethora of things that surround you that may be bad, but just write out, even if you can't write out three things, but just write out one thing that is good. And I got that from Valerie Burton. I'm going to link it down below. It's a book I was reading about happy women, um, women that are happy. And this doesn't just have to apply to women, apply to men, because I'm trying to seek not just those people who are women who lost their loved ones, but also their husbands out there who are grieving and don't know what to do. And so um, sometimes you just got to look around and see some of the good things. And this is how it's helping me to grieve. It's helping me to deal with the loss of my loved one. I am looking at all of the other things that surround me that I do have control of. I don't have any control of what has happened in the past, and my loved ones, my loved one that is gone. I don't have any control of that. I can't do anything in that. I can't do anything about that. But what I can do is control the things that are around me. And so that means that I'm going to, find something that's good. And I understand, I get it. In this world, there are a lot of cruelty. There's a lot of things that people do that is not right and is unjust. And but I don't want to focus on that, because we see a lot of that already when you look at the news and you look at, the newspaper, and you see a lot of the negative. What I want this channel to be about all of the positive things that we can do, because my objective is to help those who are dealing with um, someone who have lost a loved one, and also bringing joy back into your life and bringing a purpose back into your life that God has for you, right? He has a purpose. So the first thing I want you to do is get a book and or paper and write down something that is exciting that happened today, right? That's the first thing I want you to do. The second thing I want you to do is then to find something that you can do to bring joy to somebody else. And you may say, but wait a minute, I'm hurting here. I'm going through, I can't get myself up to do anything to do, to give anybody else. I've been stripped. I don't know how to deal with what's going on in my life. But the key to success is helping other people, right? Helping other people. And I know it's been a cliche of saying, hurting people hurt other people, but you can also help. We can turn that around. We can turn that around. So, what I want you to do today is to find one thing that you can do that excites you, that will be a blessing to somebody else. And that might just be writing a note. Because how many times do we write letters anymore, right? Do we even write letters anymore? We just send text. But if you can't go out, or if you don't feel like, you're not really motivated, just someone who you think will need encouragement, and just write out a letter to them. It doesn't have to be a long letter. It can just be something, say, hey, I was thinking about you and I love you. And just send it. Just something simple. Or you can put a smiley face, or you can do your own DIY letter, or own, a card yourself. And it don't have to be that. It can be a phone call. You can just decide, what? These are the many people today. I'm just going to call and say, I've been thinking about you, or I'm praying for you. And it could just be three people. It can be one person. It can be five people. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. And you write down those people that you want to send, that you want to talk to, or a text, because I know now it's technology and these days, right? And we are using technology. And so maybe you want to just write out, or text someone. Well, get five people and just text them and just say, you know what? I've been thinking about you. Um, and I'm excited for you, or whatever you want to write to that person. You know, my brother, he writes to me, or he sends me a text every morning. He was sending me a text every morning, and before my daughter passed away, but even more so afterwards. And that was encouraging, because I was, the type, I was closed in. I didn't want anybody else around me. I was content of being by myself. But what I realized is that we are social beings and we need each other, and I lived a lot of my life just, especially when I was going through, I didn't want no one else around. I didn't want no one else to see what I was doing, or no one else to feel my pain or see me. I was embarrassed. I couldn't tell anybody about what I was going through because they would look at me wrong. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. If people who really love you, they're going to stay with you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to stay with you. If they really, really love you and they're concerned about you, they're going to stay with you, and they're going to understand. So don't be afraid to tell people about, how you're feeling, even if it's one person. You know, get with that one person or write a letter to them. If you're not able to talk to them, just write them a letter, right? They don't have to see your face. Just talk to them or send them a letter. Go out and send them a letter. Or maybe some people just need to, if you just need to get outside and to do something fun for that day. But living is driven purpose, is having a purpose for your life. And when you go out and you start doing like things like that, you'll find that people will call you back and say, you know what? I was going through, thank you so much. And you can go to sleep at night feeling good because you have deposited some good energy. You have deposited something great into somebody else's life. You don't know what people are going through. We don't know, right? What people are going through unless they tell us. But God, He knows. He knows. And He will allow someone to come in your life that will be a blessing to you, and you can be a blessing to them and others, right? So you pass that forward. So today, those are the two things I want to put out today. Really simple, really quick, because we're living each day, right? That's what this is about, living each day and making it purposeful. So get out there and live your day today. We're not going to think about tomorrow. Tomorrow I have enough of its problems, right? We're going to talk about today. So today, get out, write that letter to someone, or go outside and, if you see somebody, just tell them, hey, you look really nice today. Or you know what? Or give them a smile, right? When you go to the store, you know what? I want to pass on to you a smile today. And, you could just tell them, you know what, today, I just want to pass on you to a smile. Or some people, hey, can I give you a hug today? And some people might say, hey, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know this person. But you know what? Or can I shake your hand, or whatever the case may be? They may act leery. But something that you can do, or even give out a card that says, you're special, right? Give out a card, do something, have some cards around and just pass them out, right? And just give out something, if you can. And so that's what this is all about today. Get moving, to get up, get out of the state that we're in, slowly climbing, because everybody have their own timing, right? I'm not pushing you to hurry up and do it, but what I am doing is encouraging you to know that you have a purpose. And while you're on your way to finding it, if that is where you are, maybe some people already know what their purpose is, so just start doing it, right? Um, but wherever you are, in that area, that you would do it. So live your life today, right? Make it purposeful. So when you go to bed tonight, you can say, wow, today was a good day. I had all of these other problems that was coming my way, but you know what? That one thing made it a great day. So you are now living and not just existing. All right, I want you guys to be blessed. Bye.